I think one of the things that I have found in all these years of working with families, when they are having that guilt, we need to help families redefine what taking care of someone means or what providing great care. So I've often heard, I promised mom I would take care of her. Or we often have a husband and wife come in, and maybe they are living with a type of dementia. And I promised my wife I would take care of her. I promised my husband, I promised my mom, I promised my dad I would take care of them. So we have to go back and help them define, what does taking care of them mean? Because it doesn't always mean staying at home. It means providing them with the resources and the support and the lifestyle and people who are trained to support the needs they have today, not the needs they had 20 years ago. And so helping families understand it's okay to define what good care is, and that is one of the highest forms of loving someone. And it can often mean allowing that daughter or son or husband or wife to fulfill that role again because they've allowed us to take on the primary role of caregiver. Can you speak to us some about that?
Yes, ma'am. So when we talk about that, we often say you need to go back to being the husband and wife and letting your loved one go back to being the husband or wife. Because guilt, once you get past that, don't let it overshadow the good that's going to take place. Because when you mention what does good care define, what is good care? What is this? So if someone is coming to live at Thrive and they are going to be with trained professionals and they are going to have all this stimulation, because we all stimulate each other differently. And when we stimulate each other differently, then it's like this part of the brain goes, wow. And then they're looking forward to being with this friend. And then they have the food in front of them. And they have this consistent routine. And then when the loved one comes and hangs out or wants to just be part of any fun activity that we're doing, then it's quality time that they wouldn't have gotten before. And what I think is so beautiful is that quality time, we live moment by moment. And that quality time you cannot take away from somebody when they are sitting by the fireplace, when they're listening to the live musical concert that we have going on, and they're holding hands, and you look at them and you say, okay, if this resident that's now living with us was at home, this probably wouldn't be the atmosphere. Not that it's bad, but when they come here, there's a whole different atmosphere, and then they can breathe and go, ah, when I leave, I'm feeling good. Either they'll tell me, I feel good when I leave. And I always tell people to be at peace, because when you leave and you're at peace and you go home and you realize that, your loved one is still having this taking place, and they're getting their hair done in the salon, and then they're doing this, and they're communicating with their friends and the people on the team. It's something that you cannot put a price tag on. It's something that is so amazing to me as I live in this journey, and as we live in their home. We don't work in their home. I should say, we we are working where they live, and we're very mindful of that. And it's an honor to work where they live. And when they feel that, and the families feel that, you can't help but to say, this was a job well done. I made a good decision.